We have protons positively charged and electrons negatively charged. We can say that plenty of electrical charge is filled with the object around us. We have seen that when glass rod was rubbed with the silk cloth, these objects were getting charged. But those charges were static. It was not moving. The glass rod was becoming the positively charged and the silk cloth used to become negatively charged. If we are able to make this charge whether negative or positive, if we are able to make them flow, then we can get something new things. When the electrons are moving, we say that it is the electricity which is conducted by the metal conductor. In the metals, you have seen that the wire contains copper or an aluminum or other conducting wire. In that electrons are there. It have electrons moves through the entire circuit and we say that the current has passed. Now let us understand about the current electricity. How this idea came in our mind? कैसे हम लोग ने electricity produce करना सोचा अभी? You must have seen the lightning in the sky. This lightning when it starts, the things becomes shiny and the light effect comes. So man started thinking that can I make such things which gives me this? And yes, the electricity we are able to make it, and you know it that all are the transmissions are there from where big wires, cable wires are there, through that the electricity is transferred. Now it is very difficult for us to survive without the electricity. All our equipments at home. Now you are using mobile. So our mobile, computer, fan, washing machine, mixer, tube light, bulb, so many things are using electricity. Here, when you open any of the wire, you will see inside the outer powering is made up of plastic or rubber. Inside you are going to have the copper wires which is used for the conduction of the electricity. Now let us understand about how the electricity flows. Electricity flows from the higher potential to lower potential. Now to understand this, let us consider two vessels. We have the vessels A and B. Now see the water level in both. There is a tab here. I had kept the tab closed. The level of water in A is this much and in this B is this much. When I will open this tab, what will happen? The water from A will start flowing towards B. And how far it will go? It will go till there is a equilibrium. There is equal amount of water level in both. Water level I said. So similarly, even the electrical level decides the flow of electrical charge, and this is called as the electrostatic potential. As there is a difference of water level in the waterfall, even you have the temperature differences of cold objects and the hot objects. In a similar manner, we have the difference in the potential also. Whenever you are taking hot water and if you are not able to take bath with that hot water, you add little cold water which is having low temperature. So what will happen is the hot water loses its heat and cold water gains the heat. This process happens till there is a equilibrium in it, till the entire water becomes of the same temperature. So similarly, we are going to have a difference in the potential, and that is called as the potential difference. Whenever we connect the copper wires in the circuit, if there is no charge, then we say if this circuit is open, we can make the circuit. Now what is circuit? See, we have taken one electrical circuit. Now electrical circuit consists of the wires. This is the wire and this is the bulb. If the bulb glows, then we say that current is flowing through the circuit. And if the bulb doesn't glow, then we will not say that the current is flowing through the circuit. Now why? What is this current? Current is nothing but the flow of the electrons. Now presently there is no flow of electrons as the bulb is not glowing. But now I have attached one 1.5 volt battery into it. Now what is the work of battery? Battery gives the difference in the potential. So whenever we are using the battery, we are giving the potential difference between the two ends. The unit of potential difference in SI unit is volt, and we will learn about this in the next standard. Now, whenever when we give the potential difference to the wire, two ends of the wire, the flow of electron takes place and the bulb glows, indicates that the current has flown through the circuit. Normally, we are using one button which will be calling as key to put the circuit open and close. When we are closing the circuit, the bulb will glow. When we are opening the circuit, the bulb will not glow because there is a break in the circuit. Now, we are saying that the electrical current is produced due to the flow of the charged particle. So how much? How will measure it? Something should be there to measure. As we have seen that unit of the potential difference is volt. So in volt it is measured. So how about the electrical current? So to measure it, we we have how much flow of water is there. To measure it, we have liter, milliliter, etc. Isn't it? So for measuring the current, we have SI unit as 1 ampere. We have 1 ampere, and this is nothing but a charge of 1 coulomb passed in 1 second. It's a scalar quantity. Okay, so the unit of current is 1 ampere, which is nothing but 1 coulomb per second. Now let us understand about the electrical cell. We have seen that we had applied the electrical cell and then the potential difference was generated. Now, so we have varieties of electrical cells available today. We are using some in the clock, some in the toys, some in the mobile, some in some other gadgets like camera and other things. So there are varieties of the electrical cell available. I hope you are knowing about the solar cells also, isn't it? The main function of all these varieties of cell is to maintain the constant potential difference between the two terminals. The electrical cell works on the electrical charge to maintain the constant difference. Okay, so let us understand at least one which we are going to learn about the dry cell. We are using the dry cells in the clocks, in the torches available, and there are around 3-4 size of cells are available. We have different varieties. I hope you are knowing the cells which are used at your home. Now today we are going to complete this dry cell. Understand how it is. Suppose you are removing the outer coating of this dry cell. Okay, you will get the whitest metal layer into it. So all these gadgets are using the dry cell. This is the all the different things in the dry cell. Observe it. So when it is having the positive terminal, the negative terminal means having the low potential and positive terminal means having high potential. The current will flow from higher potential to the lower potential. You have the zinc cover, you have the electrolyte inside, you have the carbon electrode, you have the divisor, you have the protective covering also it, you have the magnesium dioxide. Okay, all such things are there. Now, observe this. The whitest layer, once you remove the outer covering, you will get a whitish color layer, and that is called as the zinc metal layer, and it acts as the negative terminal for the cell. Now, after this, once you remove this outer covering, there is another layer inside. And electrolyte is filled between these two layers. So it is two layers are there, and in between the two layers you have the electrolyte. The electrolyte contains negatively and positively charged ions, and these are the main basic carriers of the electricity. Okay, now this I've shown you with a magnification that where it is in between the two layers, you have the zinc chloride, which is an electrolyte which is used. Okay, you have the chloride and ammonium chloride. Now, after this, children, you have at the center of the cell, you have the rod. This is the rod. This rod is positively charged. It is the positive terminal of the cell. Now a paste of manganese dioxide is filled outside the rod. So here you have the rod, and outside this, in this part, there is manganese dioxide paste which is filled up. Now this manganese dioxide is filled outside the rod. Now because of this chemical reaction of all these chemicals, electric charge is produced between the two terminals. Now these terminals are the graphite rod and the zinc layer. So between this, the electrical current will flow. Now, due to the wet fluff which is used in this cells, the chemical reaction proceeds very slow, and hence you cannot get more large current. So, as compared to the electrical cells in the liquid, the self-life dry cells are more longer. Now, cells are very much convenient to use as it can be held in any direction with respect to ground and can be used in the mobile instruments also. That means you can carry from one place to another.